Hello Blue Jays, I'm Addison Gross and welcome to The Pulse. Every episode, we highlight news, sports, and student voices at the bonding ramp for our middle school. Recently, Bryce Baker went on an adventure to find some much-needed supplies.
Oh, hey, didn't see that. My name is Benny Chilibottom, and in today's episode, we will be looking for the North American toilet paper. Let's go. Oh, you see that? There? Come on, let's get a closer look. That right there is the North American tree sack. They're very rare creatures. They're also very passive creatures. But it's a good thing we keep our distance so we don't want to startle a creature. Man, that's pretty cool. The North American toilet paper is a very rare creature. It travels in herds of up to 5 and 6. And you don't really see them often. But hopefully we go out today and let's see if we can find at least a few. Maybe stumble upon some other creatures as well. Oh, look. We got these back home. It's a dingo. Wow. This one looks like it's quite young. A dingo baby. I don't know what it's doing right now. Oh. Alright. That's cool. Just another creature on our journey. I'm still surprised we haven't seen any, northern shaman around here anywhere, so we'll keep looking. Oh, look, the northern black puma. Let's get a look closer. These creatures, very cool. They're very calm. They don't really attack. They usually flee, but yeah, distant relative of the puma. Not to be confused with the puma, but yeah. It's pretty cool. Oh, look. Well, what do you know? I'd say this is an adult female. And 4 babies. We're looking in the right place, but we gotta go. That's when I told Sheila a dingo ate me baby. Are you seeing this? It's the North American shaman. As you can see, it looks like there's a mother and 4 children. Now these creatures are very territorial, but lucky for us, they're nocturnal. I'm not seeing a male. That's not really a good thing. I suggest we get out of here quick before the male shows up. Oh, you hear that? We gotta go. It's the call of the male.
The coronavirus isn't all bad. Addie Schroeder thought of a few silver linings.
While we're all trapped inside of our houses for Corona, it can be really tough to stay happy. So I'm here to give you some silver linings of Corona to show you that it's not that bad. The best part about Corona is being able to spend some quality time with your family, whom you just love and adore. You get to spend the entire day with them and really get to know them better. The next silver lining of Corona is how cheap gas prices are. When else is it going to be like this? Might as well just go on a drive just so that way you can use that cheap gas. Or better yet, stock up on it because you don't know when it's going to be this cheap again. In addition, one of the best parts about quarantine is that you don't really have to hang out with your neighbors anymore. If you're walking on the same side of the street as them and you cross the street, You aren't considered rude. Now you're just considered safe and cautious because you're social distancing. Now, this pandemic isn't just about us. We have to keep into account the true loves in our lives, our pets, who probably love this pandemic because we're home all the time and we can spend even more time hanging out with them. Plus, I know that we all love to be able to sleep in every day instead of having to wake up at the butt crack of dawn to go to school. Don't forget to stay positive throughout this time, and we'll all be back together soon enough. This has been Addie Schroeder reporting for The Pulse.
Tessa Sutherland has a few great recipes for some delicious quarantine meals.
You looked in your fridge or pantry in the last few weeks and thought, I have nothing to eat. Well, I'm here to help you fix that problem. I randomly went through my pantry and fridge and came up with a meal that will hopefully satisfy you. I found spaghetti noodles, but you can use any kind you want. You will need to get a pan and pour 5 cups of water into the pan and turn it up to medium heat and wait for it to boil. Once your water has come to a boil, you will take your desired amount of noodles and put them into your pan and let them cook for 8 to 9 minutes while stirring occasionally. When the noodles are done cooking, you will take a strainer to get all the water out and let those cool on the side. We now need to get our tomato... Oh no, I don't have tomato sauce, but it's okay because we'll make a homemade creamy sauce instead. You'll need 1 can of cream of mushroom and pour it into a bowl, and then for creamy texture, pour 1/2 cup of milk and stir until smooth looking consistency. You can heat this up in the microwave for 30 seconds for a warm sauce. After your sauce is done, take your noodles and put them into a bowl. Then put your sauce mix and stir it together. And for more flavor, you can add Parmesan cheese. And last but not least, serve and enjoy.
So good.
This has been Tessa Sutherland, Quarantine Cooking for The Pulse.
So there are some real do's and don'ts when it comes to staying at home and being happy during this coronavirus quarantine. Let me give you a few words of advice. First of all, don't tell your mom you're bored. That is a really bad idea. She might make you pick up tons of dog poop from your 100-pound dog that has filled the yard for 7 months. Instead, tell your mom, I need to go outside and get some exercise as my PE teacher has instructed, and proceed to spend the entire day doing flips and having fun on a trampoline. Don't decide to go sailing with your sister and tip the boat over. Falling off the boat in the first week of April might not be the best idea either. You must remember, though it is 70 degrees outside, the water is still very cold. Instead, play it safe and go on a nice, enjoyable bike ride. Don't hang around your parents too much, or they will definitely find chores for you to do around the house. Picking up clothes, vacuuming, dusting off the ceiling fan, washing dishes. The list could be endless. Instead, act busy all the time. Remind them that you have done your homework. You don't have to mention how much homework you have done. Make sure you stay busy doing fun things in another room. You know, Netflix reruns of The Office, documentaries like Tiger King, and a few ways such as Snapchat and FaceTime to connect with your friends. Well, good luck. I hope this helps you conquer quarantine.
Recently, the quarantine has made people go crazy. Aiden Frost is proof.
Welcome to Jaywalking, where we ask the student body how things are going, do challenges and whatnot. So, Tiki, how's your quarantine doing? What do you do? I kinda just sleep and pee in the water box. So, oh, well, that's very interesting. What else do you like to do? Well, when you pick me up, I like to bite you, but other than that. That was awesome! But can you jump to catch it? Oh. Well, I guess you tried. Alright, so what do you do for fun around here, Bailey? Well, I mostly just, don't lick me. You know, I mostly just chew on people. Do a little bit of tearing apart stuffed animals. Really? You can't run away? Come back here. No!
Thanks for watching The Pulse. We'll be back soon to bring you more highlights from the Bondurant for our middle school. As always, you can check out this show anytime at bluejaydigital.org. Happy quarantining!